What's going on, guys? Sarge Mayhem, your favorite BOP agent. I am on the swamp deck. This is the Mayhem Defense channel, and last week we talked about putting glass on top of all the 22s that we're going to test. And this week, we're going to get them all nice and cleaned up so that they're all on an equal playing field. Go ahead and stay tuned. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. We're going to go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage. All right, so right here I have my Ruger Precision Rimfire. It's a chassis gun, has some weight to it, that's for sure. Not something that I would want to hold up for a long period of time. But with that said, it is very accurate. I've cut many a cards with this gun. I really like this gun. I love shooting this gun. There's something about 22 and cutting cards and doing weird crap, sparking matches and stuff like that. It's just a certain satisfaction with that. And I'm so glad that one of my teammates, my buddies, my battle buddy, Jay Weth, he finally got to go test his 1022. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to see if I can put a link or something in the description or somewhere, and that way you can go see it. He made a really good video on it. He's way better on the videography, I guess, than I am. So I'm just here to shoot guns. I'm just a monkey on a gun, and I just say what's on my mind. So today we are not going to be tearing this guy apart. Even though I will, and I will ensure I will make, let me know when it comes to showing you how to break these guns down. It is very difficult to do it on YouTube because YouTube kind of frowns upon that. So you have to go through all these extra steps to be able to do it. If it is something you want to see, if you want to see me break down this Ruger Precision Rimfire or break down the 1022, or any of the other guns you see me have that obviously I've broken down because that's what I do. If you want to see any of that, comment below and I'll see how I can figure out how to make a video to show you how to do that without getting in trouble. Because that's kind of the whole point, at least to me. So let's get this guy out of the way. And we are going to be breaking down and cleaning Tactical Turkey's 1022. This thing is exceptionally light. We've talked about it on the channel before. The Swamp Fox Tomahawk on top, that came from Brownells. The barrel, which was a Taxol barrel, very, very, very light. That came from Brownells. This is the same stock that Jay Weth was talking about, the Luth AR MCA 22 stock that also came from Brownells. Now, the receiver, bolt, and the trigger pack, that all came from our friends at Powder River Precision. That's right. They saw what Tactical Turkey could do, and they wanted to show support for the next generation, especially the next generation of female shooters. They saw her split a card with my Ruger Precision Rimfire. They were like, we're in on building something for her. So Jay Weth said that I have one of the Powder River Precision receivers. I don't. Tactical Turkey does, and she rubs it in my face, which is awesome. I'm not saying I don't use it, because of course. You see this thing? Why wouldn't you? All right, so let's go ahead and dive into cleaning it. I'm going to speed this whole part up just so I don't get banned or anything. So now we are down to our main pieces, which are kind of scattered right now, no problem. And just because I don't want to get a bunch of some of these chemicals I'm going to be playing with on the scope or LPVO or whatever, I am going to take it off, maybe. All right, now I got to go to my other one. See, if you work with guns, this from Harbor Freight, go get it. It has all the sizes, or the majority of the sizes, and multiples of them, just in case. All right, there we go. See what I mean? Bam, hit it. Space Saver doesn't have it. This does. You know, Space Saver has other ones that are more unique to firearms, so that works out good. So I think a mix between the two is a good option. Okay. Optic is off. Let's clean these parts. It's time to get cleaning. Wear gloves. These things aren't very expensive. All right. Let's get into this 1022. All right, am I gonna go fully into this trigger pack and clean it out? No, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna brush it off a little bit. I'm gonna focus more on the bolt, the receiver, and the barrel. That's gonna be my main point. So we're gonna start with our receiver. You can see some darkness in there. I have a chemical I am testing. I cannot say what it is, I cannot say what it does, but I am testing it, so we're gonna give it a test, and this is gonna be my stage 1 kind of cleansing, I guess is the best way. Okay, give it a couple sprays, tuck it up, push over. Next, I could tear this apart. It hasn't really been fired enough to tear it apart, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to give it as many sprays because there is a bunch of nooks and crannies that I don't want to mess with. So actually for this one, how clean it is right now, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to use my standard Clenzoil and let it do the little bit of carbon eating it needs to do. Okay. Wrap that guy up. The smell. Oh, compared to other gun oils. I know most people are like, oh, it still smells bad or whatever. Yeah, I get it. But compared to other ones, oh, that's good. So on this one, we will use our magic sauce and we'll spray it down. Okay. We'll put some over here to catch it. There we go. It's coming out. And we'll let it sit on that. And kind of just do its job. It's already doing quite well, as a matter of fact. That's insane. All right. I'm going to keep letting it do its thing. Cool. Push that off to the side. Now we're going back to our receiver. We're going to take this shirt, this old torn up shirt that I cut up specifically for this. I'm going to use my finger with the shirt wrapped around it. Boom! Nice and clean. That is amazing. All right. So we got our nice and clean. We're going to go back with some Clenzoil. Let it soak in there. Okay, awesome. Got that absorbing. Getting into the pores of the metal. Let you do your job. Awesome. Cool. Let's go to our bolt. All we did was spray that Clenzoil on the bolt because there wasn't much else to do. Now we're going to brush it down like we're brushing our teeth. Getting every nook, cranny, all of that. Now, like I said, send a comment below if you want to see me break this down, because when I do clean my 1022, I might have to break down the bolt because of how many shots I've done versus this Powder River Precision. So if that's something you want to see, let me know. I'll have to figure out a way to make it happen. But we got to make a deal. All right, I'll show you, and I'll go through the work to make it where you can see it. But you got to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. I mean, let's just be fair. Let's be fair. Okay, so by itself, Clenzoil, as always, did amazing. And she is all shiny and ready to go. So, put her to the side. Now we got our barrel because the oil is still chilling in that receiver from Powder River Precision. We're going to get all of our stuff off here. There was some carbon built up. Seems like this new stuff I'm using is working very well. Awesome. Okay, we'll give it a little bit of brush. Oh yeah, that stuff. I can't wait to tell you what it is. All nice and clean. And this has already had some shots on it. It was kind of caked with carbon right here, but this new stuff's doing the job. There we go. Awesome. Everything's out. Cool. Now we have a little bit of stuff in here, which is no big deal, because we have our Clenzoil rod. Yes, this is a little excessive for what we're doing here. I do have the nylon brush on there. So I'm going to go ahead, scoot. Okay, we're through. Attach. And then pull. Okay. So we got that pull through. Okay. I'm gonna quickly go grab something else so we could dry it all up. Another good tool from Clenzoil. This is the Cobra, which allows you to do the brush and mop at the same time. So now I can just drop this thing down, let it go through. There we go. Now that it's through, I can wrap around and I can just pull this brush and mop combo straight through. And it's gonna make sure that girl is glass, which it is. Oh, wow. Okay, barrel's done. Awesome. Put that there. Our bolt's done. We just need to finish up with our receiver. Okay. So we're just going to dry up a little bit because it has already absorbed, and we're going to put some on the bolt anyway. Awesome. Okay. For our bolt application, I will be using a syringe for that, which gives me more precise application of that oil. Okay. And this is basically the same way I will clean all of those guns. If you want to see them all cleaned, again, if you want to see them torn apart and cleaned or torn apart individually, you have to let me know because there's other work and stuff I got to do to make that happen. Okay, back in. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to basically have metal-to-metal contact on top, these sides, the edges. Okay, that's where most of your stuff's going to come from. Some from the bottom, which I'll apply, but that's where most of it's going to come from. So I'm going to take off my little stopper. I'm just going to put little drops. Like, I am not trying to drown this thing at all. Okay. Now I put it all on top because now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my finger and rub it in on the sides, the top, okay, all over. So we got our bolt all oiled up with the best stuff on earth. That's some Clenzoil. Last and final touch. Good to go. All right, so we got this one cleaned. We're gonna go clean the other ones. Like I said, if you guys want to see how to actually individually break this down where I didn't have to fast forward through it and you could hear me talk my way through it, leave me a comment below. I got to work it out, but there is a way for me to do it, but you got to let me know you want it. I'm not going to waste my time if you don't want it. If you want it, I got it for you. I'll show you how to do it. If you don't want it, then don't like, subscribe. I really don't care. I'm just trying to show you how to do stuff easier, work smarter, not harder. But there's a lot of cool tips I'll give you along the way. Let me know in the comments below. I'm Sarge Mayhem for this week's video. I am out of here. Next week, we go to the range. Stay tuned.